a WikiVidi Documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. 2019 Indian General Election. The 2019 Indian General Election is scheduled to be held in 7 phases from the 11th of April 2019 to the 19th of May 2019 to constitute the 17th Lok Sabha. The counting of votes will be conducted on the 23rd of May 2019, and on the same day the results will be declared. Legislative Assembly elections in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Odisha and Sikkim will be held simultaneously with the general election. Electoral system. The 543 elected MPs will be elected from single-member constituencies using first-past-the-post voting. The President of India nominates an additional 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community if he believes the community is underrepresented. Eligible voters must be Indian citizens, 18 or older, an ordinary resident of the polling area of the constituency and possess a valid voter identification card issued by the Election Commission of India. Some people convicted of electoral or other offences are barred from voting. Earlier there were speculations that the Modi government might prepone the 2019 general election to counter the anti-incumbency factor. However, learning from its past blunder of preponing election made by Vajpayee government, it decided to go into election as per the normal schedule which was announced by Election Commission of India on the 10th of March 2019, after which Model Code of Conduct was applied with immediate effect. Campaign. On the 12th of January 2019, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Bharatiya Janata Party's election campaign, which sought a second term in government. Commentators have suggested that Modi and BJP will base their campaign on Hindu nationalism, relative to their 2014 campaign, which had emphasized job creation and economic development. On the same day, both Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav announced an alliance to contest 76 seats out of the 80 in Uttar Pradesh, and the alliance will not fight in Amethi and Raebareli as they are represented by Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. The alliance did not include Congress, which Mayawati explained. Including Congress in the alliance will hurt SP-BSP prospects as Congress votes do not get transferred. The alliance was the second of its kind, with a similar coalition formed 25 years ago in 1993. Agrarian distress. Low food prices and low growth rate of the agricultural sector has created massive agrarian distress, resulting in a large number of farmer protests across country. To mitigate the crisis, National Democratic Alliance government announced an increase in minimum support price, but the increase as well as its effective implementation are highly debated. The NDA government announced a Prime Minister Kisan scheme, which promises an annual direct monetary assistance of 6,000 rupees to small and marginal farmers, unveiled in the Interim Union Budget of India on the 1st of February 2019. However, the government's initiative was considered insufficient by farmers from various parts of country. Unhappy with the Prime Minister Kisan scheme, the Bharatiya Kisan Union has called for a ban on the 14th of February 2019. Trinamool Congress-led government of West Bengal and Congress-led government of Madhya Pradesh have questioned the merits of the Prime Minister Kisan scheme. In response to the Prime Minister Kisan scheme, Rahul Gandhi of Congress promised farm loan waiver across India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed a gimmick to win votes. Job crisis. As of at least the 7th of February 2019, the NDA government denied the existence of any job crisis. Prime Minister Narendra Modi claimed that jobs are not lacking, but data on jobs has been lacking. Government has delayed releasing of the official report on unemployment. 2 government officials, including the acting chairperson of National Statistical Commission, resigned, protesting the withholding of the annual survey on employment and unemployment for the year 2017-18. A leaked version of the report showed unemployment rate in India at a 45-year high during 2017-2018. Government has claimed that the report was not final, but the acting chairperson that resigned has alleged that the government was suppressing the report. A former chairman of the NSC said, on condition of anonymity, that the report approved by the NSC would be the final version. On the 7th of February 2019, An estimated 30,000 youth protested the absence of jobs in the national capital region as part of the Young India Adhikar march. Alleged undermining of democratic institutions and processes. Opposition parties have claimed that the NDA government is destroying democratic institutions and processes. The judiciary, parliament, media, Reserve Bank of India, Central Bureau of Investigation, Right to Information Act are claimed to have been undermined by the government. Opposition parties have campaigned heavily on this issue. Ram Temple. The BJP supports the building of a Ram temple on the disputed land in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh. It is seen that the party will campaign heavily on the issue during the election. It is viewed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath are pushing for the construction of the Ram temple to garner the majority Hindu vote. Rafale deal. Opposition parties have alleged price escalations and corporate favoritism in Rafale aircraft deal. The NDA government has denied the allegations. The Supreme Court has dismissed public interest litigations on the Rafale deal and said that the processes were followed without any commercial favoritism to industrialist Anil Ambani, one of the beneficiaries of the deal. However, the judgment was riddled with factual errors about a non-existent Controller and Auditor General report on the audit of the Rafale deal, and a non-existent report being examined by the Public Accounts Committee. Congress, while not being a petitioner, has alleged that the NDA government misled the Supreme Court and raised questions about existence of the Cha report. Government has claimed that it did not mislead the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court misinterpreted statements made by government in sealed cover submitted by it. The government has asked the Supreme Court to correct the error in its judgment. A review petition on the Rafale deal judgment has been filed by the original petitioners on the 2nd of January 2019. The Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament moved the Supreme Court seeking a review of the verdict on the 14th of January 2019. Congress has been demanding a joint parliamentary committee to investigate the Rafale deal. Congress has heavily attacked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and NDA government on this issue in run-up to the general election, after fresh revelations in the Hindu, based on an official document about Defence Ministry protesting the Prime Minister's role in conducting parallel negotiations and undermining the Rafale negotiations. The Congress launched fresh attacks on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman rejected all fresh claims made by Congress. In another leaked document, the former Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar replied to Defence Ministry note as overreaction. More questions were raised by Congress and Jammu and Kashmir National Conference about the former minister's reply to the Defence Ministry note. Arvind Kejriwal of Aam Aadmi Party demanded a raid by the Central Bureau of Investigation on the Prime Minister's office in the light of fresh leaks. Aam Aadmi Party also lodged a police complaint against the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Citizenship Amendment Bill. The Citizenship Amendment Bill brought to Parliament plans to allow persecuted minorities of the countries born due to partition of British India into Indian citizenship. The bill has led to political backlash in Assam and caused unrest in other parts of India's northeast, with protests by ethnic Assamese groups. On the 7th of January 2019, 70 organisations across Assam observed, discussed and protested the bill. On the 29th of January 2019, 10 Northeast India political parties and National Democratic Alliance ally Janata Dal met in Assam and decided to oppose the bill. On the 8th of February 2019, Modi began a visit to 3 Northeast states to protest against the bill. The All Assam Students' Union raised slogans and raised black flags to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Guwahati. Due to protests, restrictions on assembly were imposed in Guwahati under Section 144 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Assam Gana Parishad staged a march with torches. India-Pakistan tensions. In the aftermath of the 2019 Pulwama attack, Indian Air Force conducted airstrikes in Balakot, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan and in Chakoti and Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. This was received positively by India and other political parties. Opinion polling. Various organizations have carried out opinion polling to gauge voting intentions in India. Results of such polls are displayed in this list. The date range for these opinion polls is from the previous general election, held in April and May 2014, to the present day. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?